Hello, I'm talking to Joy C. Green from the Green Voices Institute here in Munich. And Joy has inspired many young people here in Munich singing, and she's also put an album together for these young people. And my question for Joy is, how did you first get this idea of working with these young people?
Well, I guess one major subject here is that I have 4 children my own self. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure if I had motivated so many young people to follow up and get into music and into singing especially. Because there's split discussions about that subject. A lot of people say, like, let them be 18, 20 years old and then they might start vocal training. Of course, everybody believes piano training is best when you're first born. You know, it's when you can reach up. So everybody thinks when you start playing piano you should be 5 years no older than 6. Which I found is a lie as well. So when you're into music and you love what you're doing, then any age is perfect. However, to answer your question a little more concrete, I have my own children, and then I invented a vocal competition, first for the older ones, and then younger students came and asked they would like to participate, because there's a lot out there now. Germany Seeks the Superstar, you know, like in the States, American Idol, and not everybody likes the procedure that takes place.
And how did these young people find out about you? Was it through word of mouth, or how did they know what Green Voices is? How did they come to them that there was this opportunity for them?
Well, we do a lot. We have workshops, we have seminars. My name is out there, I perform with bands. And the Green Voices Institute inspires also a lot of little concerts for younger and older students. They participate in little competitions, in performances, in auditions. So we've been out here for 15 years, so we've done, I guess, quite a good work. We inspired a lot of people to love music and keep going with music.
What are the ages of the young people that you're mostly working with?
Well, the vocal competition now is between 9 and 15. And that's basically what I work with. I have a 7-year-old, and I found this focus a little tricky. Still, it's a little young, so you should be able to be in school and read quite well, then it's a lot easier. However, 9, to answer your question, 9, 10 years old, that's when I start working with the kids. And then there's no limitation on the way up, of course.
And I assume that you must also have some very close communication with the parents of these young people as well.
Absolutely. But my main issue is, first of all, before I talk to the parents, I want to talk to the child. I want to see that this is something they want to do. And when we have castings for our vocal competitions, we don't even want to see the parents. The parents, of course, have to agree that children go there. And I demand a signature from the parents when they first apply. But the first, so to speak, entree with the kids should be with me, without the parents, because I want to see and hear what they have to say.
So I would also assume the talking from 9 to 13-year-olds is probably maybe the first chance for some of these kids to actually have had any kind of experience at all in as far as singing in this way, going toward a competition. So this could be probably their introduction as far as doing something toward a competition.
It is. A lot of them. The casting for a lot of these young students is the first experience to go out there and present what they've been secretly training in their rooms, you know, singing along with playbacks or singing along with their favorite singers. And then sometimes the casting is a step closer towards their goal. Sometimes it's a step back because it's scary and it's the experience that they failed, which we both know happens a lot. You know, it's so many people come in and audition for a job, you cannot always win. But a lot of times I found this out through the past years doing this. Also, they're like, wow, that was great and I want to do more. And even if I didn't win the finals, to come into the finals, they come and they ask me if they can take a couple of lessons and they would really like to present more of themselves. So I encourage them to work by themselves or in choirs and to just keep going and see if that's really what they want to do. And of course I give them lessons if they want so, and if their parents agree to it.
And regarding the competition, what is it that you're asking for them to do as far as what do they need to do in order to prepare for this competition?
First of all, the love for music and come and sing. You can bring a playback, but that's not necessary either. First, we had the possibility for them to bring along somebody to accompany them. That was a big mistake. So now we just want a pure child. We want a nice sounding voice. That's what we're looking for. Somebody that want to be on stage and that's really in love with music. We're looking for a healthy voice, not for a copy of Anastasia or Aguilera or any of these singers. We want to see what the natural voice is like of that child, and then try to help and support and motivate the ongoing of the training of that voice.
You know, there's a lot of shows in this world today with these competitions and so these reality shows. How do you kind of talk to these young people as far as like what you believe is your concept as to how competition should go about? You know, as far as because you know there's a lot of these young people that have a certain kind of expectation or vision as what they think they may be going into. What is it you're trying to tell them as to what they think they can possibly expect as to what to come as far as your competition is concerned?
Okay, we define this very clearly. First of all, we're not seeking for superstars.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for a long-term musical education.
Mm-hmm.
On the voice, of course, this is what we're seeking for first. We motivate also for young singers to learn an instrument, to be able to really know what they're doing musical-wise. What they can expect is as much support in any ways when they're going through their mutations, the voice changes, if they're going through genre changes, if they're going through family changes, you know, or, I mean, we're open for anything and everything. They can expect us to support them with connecting them over to other musicians, so they can have the experience to work with professional musicians. We do that a lot. We have a name out there for having a lot of skilled students, so a lot of firms, record firms, or movie firms call us. But that's the exception to the rule, and we really check up very closely how they treat the students when they come over. Do they pay them right? Do they treat them right? Because first off, we are supposed to see our work into supporting that individual. And
so,
that is basically...
So what I see here is that that individual really has a great chance of having a wonderful musical experience, no matter which way that it goes here, because the fact is, the way Green Voices is working, the whole concept of the Green Voices concept there is that there's the opportunity to really enjoy music and learn your enjoyment for music as well.
Absolutely. We're very serious about it. And I don't fool around when it comes to technical training as well as physical training. I encourage them, or, you know, diet plans. We're open, and I hope, educated enough, me and my associate teachers, to support them in any question that comes to that. Physical training as well. What should I do, Eve? You know, what should I stay away from before a concert? As well, of course, proper technical training. And we're very serious with that, and if you can't take it, you're in the wrong place.